Hi guys. Hey, I had a couple requests to get a little bit of Dozer footage skidding out, and I don't have any recent footage, but here's some I had from a couple years ago. We starting this job, or we working this job. It was wetter than shit. We didn't have a lot of mechanized equipment yet, and I was trying to get this little hole. This is a soft little hole I had it. You can't tell real good. The camera setting ain't good. That's probably why I never played a couple years ago. But we're down this hole digging around, and I'm trying to work this little soft hole out by myself while the guys are cutting on the main part up here. And you could hear maybe at some point Roger's on the saw. Where I'm dropping my trees at, Roger's up on the better ground and laying stuff out for Pee-wee and them, you know. So So here's the only footage I really have. I know I've been getting a lot of questions and a lot of requests on the Den, and I don't know. We're doing okay with it. I've been in a daggone funk lately, and I can't get my ass pulled out of it. We've been working away from home here quite a bit lately, and my daggone foot's all busted up. And I'm the type of person, if I can't work, I ain't much good for nobody anyways. And this foot's killing me, and I can't get around very well. And then we get this new technology, and it's a battle. This is the most complex bit of technology I've ever tried to put together for out there. The Den is, and needless to say, it's going with some bumps, but we're getting it. We'll get it down, and it's changing everything quite a bit. But it's I'm pretty stressed out over trying to get it to in and going, and the crew's taking it well. The guys are accepting it some. But you know, it adds stress to everybody. You know, not just me. It changes the way you cut and work together, so that adds stress to everybody too. And then so there's a little bit of this, that, and the other. And then trying to get the wood jam packed into the yard and stuff, and that's going okay. But we're finally getting pulled in, and we're getting close to home, and we're gonna spend a couple 3 months there close to home, a couple months anyways. So I ain't gonna be in a truck much. That adds stress when you got a truck load of logs, work all day, and working away from home, so your days are stretched out there pretty good. You know, so that'll come down where we can focus on logging more and less on freight relocation. But so I ain't in real good shape to make a good video here right now anyways. But what else? Well, I guess that's about it. I know there's a ton of questions and stuff on this Den and everything, and of course there's I can tell talking person to person, you know, and stuff to different people. Some people think I'm freaking crazy. Now, yeah, I get that. And whatever. If you think I'm retarded, then well, go fuck yourself. I am retarded. You know, we may never figure this out, but I don't know. I don't know what to. I know I don't sound like I got my shit together, and probably I don't. But I tell you one thing: if I go to get my shit together, the boss woman might not want me putting excavator videos on there anyways, because it's got the opportunity. It's either going to be freaking awesome or it ain't going to be worth the piss. So, and I don't know how crazy she is about sharing stuff. But I told her, I said, we got to share some. I said, the people on this channel that I've got to know doing this channel, they have taught me so much. I kind of feel like I owe it to everybody to share a little bit. You know, because you guys have taught me. Some of y'all is grab me by the ear and say, come here, boy, I want to teach you something. You know what I mean? So I think I kind of need to stay true to everybody and share a little bit. But I ain't going to share everything. It's a hell of an investment, and it's taking a hell of a chance. And it just not the top. I tell you what, you know, I had a bunch of stuff when we done the boom. And let me tell you something. We built that knuckle boom in-house. That sunbuck was designed in-house. The cat part was bought. I cheated and bought the running gear of the frame because I already stressed out with way too much stuff to start with. But when we started running it, it got real good for us. That helped us out quite a bit. And of course, I always get everybody trying to pester me about the son of a bitch and everything. Well, fuck that son of a bitch. You want one? Go build one. You know what I mean? It sucks so goddamn bad when we built that son of a bitch. I was ready to burn the son of a bitch down by the time we got done with it. I didn't give two shits about it. But it's turned out to be a good thing for us. As long as we take care of us, it'll give us a long service life, you know, and it'll help out. But the excavator, it's going to turn out to be maybe as good. I don't know. I think it's going to be as good, but it's going to be a challenge to do. I know in my head. I know I try to sound easy going and stuff, or like, you know, trying to, you know, not sound like an arrogant prick, but I know what I want the son of a bitch to do. And there's no cloudy area. I know exactly what I want the son of a bitch to do. I know exactly what the reach feels like. We took all that into consideration when we bought the son of a bitch. And I think it's going to do what we want it to do. The only problem is like any good machine, any good change in technology that you do that can help a company out to grow and do good, it's not that technology you call John Deere, Tiger Cat, or Caterpillar. It's not that technology you call and say, hey, I got a bucket full of money. Can I throw a bucket full of money at y'all and y'all make this work for me? When you do that, I promise you, the only people who makes money there is John Deere, Tiger Cat, and Caterpillar. You don't make nothing because, and the finance company. You know, that's all that makes it. But if you want to get ahead, you got to get your ass down there and you got to get your hands dirty and scratch your head and bleed a little bit and then figure it out for yourself. And that's when you're going to get in this din. We ordered it. The head is fantastic. The head is a work of art. The machine is a daggone work of art. I'm glad that I would be just as happy with the Deere, or there's things on the Deere that, you know, is give or take, you know. And I know as a fact I would be just as happy with the John Deere as I was the Caterpillar. But the Caterpillar is a fantastic piece of machinery. Ann calls it the RoboCop. The RoboCop head, the RoboCop 3000 head we put on there is a work of art, and that's probably pretty much the future. And I can tell that Rotobeck sees that too. I mean, they're putting RoboCop. They're putting a hell of a lot of emphasis on that power attachment. So that's all good. But our company is not a normal company. We're not normal people. We're a little bit weird. So for our weird stuff that we got going on, I know exactly how I want this thing tooled up, and I know exactly how I want it to feel under my butt. You know, I am an operator. Well, I'm a self-acclaimed operator. I've been operating my whole life, and maybe I'm stupid, but I'm a self-acclaimed operator, and I know what I want it to feel like under my ass. So we got the balance thing going, which I think it's very acceptable, and what we're learning with our balance is, you know, to be able to get the power attachment, you know, to get to switch back and forth and do this, that, and the others. And I know I'm rambling on. My brain's very serious right now. It's very hard to make a good YouTube video right now because I'm very serious, and I cut a tree the other day. And to me, I'm not a person unless I cut a tree. I actually did cut a tree the other day, and I couldn't get away from it, so I left a big old thick hinge so it falls low. It was just a damn old gum or something. You know, it wasn't nothing. It was a big old tree. But I left the big old hinge so I could hobble away. But I mean, my world just ain't. Unless I can work with all the people, unless I can work with everybody and actually be a man and get something done, I am nobody. I don't feel like I just ain't whole, just ain't happy. And I can't cover it up. I thought, well, hell, I'll get into this mental stress and everything, and it'll pick up the slack that I'm lacking in physical effort, you know, and nothing can. If you can't physically put out effort to do something, you ain't gonna get the fulfillment out of just being a thank you brain job. You know what I mean? I love working my brain, but working my brain ain't working my body. There's two differences there. If a man can't get a certain amount of work done in a day, he don't feel like a man. And probably ain't a man, I don't know. But I know as a fact right now I'm sitting on my ass a lot during the day and I'm not happy about it. But that's that. Holy cow, I'm depressing the shit out of myself. We actually did. Pee-wee had a little mishap. If you're still watching this, Pee-wee had a little accident with the fellow buncher and rolled it over the other day. And I actually got video of it. But hell, I was in such a damn sour-ass, pissy mood, I couldn't even do a good video then. And that was good footage, you know. And but Pee-wee turned out to be okay. He said he wasn't sore, but he's a good, tough, proud man. I'm sure he was a bit sore. He just ain't admitting it. But it didn't hurt the machine none or nothing. But I'm sure it didn't feel good. But I'll get that on next week. You know, the only reason I wouldn't put it on is if Pee-wee feels bad about it. You know, like, don't share that. That's embarrassing. You know what I mean? And as long as he don't really say nothing or nothing, I'll put it on next weekend for everybody. And I'll try to juice it up to where it's half-ass worth watching, you know. But I was actually a dud when we done that. I was so damn stressed out I couldn't even be. I tell you, when I get to where we're tracking that son of a bitch, when we're tracking that din-din through the woods, anytime there's an undercarriage or rattling through the woods, I start to get a little bit nervous. You know, I don't like it. That and chains. Undercarriages and chains just drive me up the wall. You know, they give you bite, they give you traction. And on the undercarriage part, it gives you flotation. But it's just like burning your money. You know what I mean? All it sounds to me like is just, you know, burning money. So I don't. Right now we're having some confusion running the din-din to where I'm tracking back and forth and doing shit. And a din-din moves slow anyways. And it's not like a fellow buncher to actually get through the woods. You know, it kind of moves slow like an escalator, like a little turtle. You know, but if I get to where we can finally start going through an area once and getting all the din-din work done, you know, instead of going back and forth like it's a damn skidder or something, you know, that'll be. That's been stressing me out. And we've been in some steep little sand. The hills we've been working is on sandy, deep soil, which you'll see next week on the video. And it is that bottomless soil. And then we're on where the I don't know how to explain it. We're actually in flatter territory. We're getting close to Illinois where we're logging. I mean, there's these certain spots that are just daggone these steep hillsides, which on sand you wouldn't think you could stack sand that steep. But you look out in the desert on them 4-wheel drive videos and stuff, you can see some steep. But anyhow, they got timber growing on that steep stuff. Just imagine them 4-wheel drive hill climb stuff you see on the sand dunes out west. Just imagine that with trees on it. So hell, you drive on the damn thing and you sink. Every time you move a little bit of something, hell, you can walk across it and create erosion. You know, it's just hard to log it out and get any bite, you know, or any pull to pull in. And timber's big because it's soft ground. It really grows timber good. It drains well. So you got that going for it. And hell, it's just aggravating some bitch. And anytime there's something good, there's a lot of effort. There's a lot of aggravation to make up for the good. So it all kind of balances out. And I'm sorry for being a daggone dud. I can't. This is the best I can do right now. Hopefully, next weekend I'll get my ass pulled up out of my funk and be a little bit better for YouTube video. I got some good footage. Most of it's a din-din because that's my latest obsession. But we'll just see where I get. I don't want to push it and throw that stuff up there if the boss woman don't want me to get too crazy about posting din-din videos. But now, I guess that's it. Later, guys, and I'll just let this play out. I'm out of steam. I'll just let this son of a bitch play out. Everybody have a good week and everything. Hope everybody had a good, happy Thanksgiving and everything, and get bloated on turkey. and everything. We got rain here for damn near the week. We're gonna do some chipping. Maybe I'll get the din chipping. We're gonna chip with the din this week. See how that baby feeds that my buddy's chipper. See how we get along there and make a little room in the yard for some more.